What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as y'all can see, we got my boys on the screen again, Hakima and Tap. Boys, how y'all doing, man? How's everybody going?
Oh, we good, man. Thanks for having us again.
I appreciate
Always a pleasure to be on Get a Bucket.
I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
that. Appreciate that. Tap, you still rolling with your show too?
No, we haven't made a show in. I think like the pandemic killed us. Just knocked us out, took us out.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I was about to say get your boys a plug too there. But you know, I'm glad you on the show. Then bring your expertise to this here show because I
Yeah,
mean
glad
they
to
might have
be
been
here.
bringing you down a little bit. They might have been bringing you down. You come on the show a little bit, show some love, and get a bucket crew. We try to do some big things out here. But
Yes,
listen,
sir.
ladies and gentlemen, we do like to gab and talk and whatnot. But today we're gonna get right on into it because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So, with that being said, fellas, y'all know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna ask one of y'all a question. If y'all got anything else that you want to add to what they say, all right, we are back. So, look, we got to talk about the last division, and it's not because they the ass division, okay? But it just somehow, some way, they might be the worst division out of all of these. Maybe I lied too, though, because they got a lot of teams now. Let's talk about them, shall we? We got the Grizzlies for starters. Who did I start off with last time? Was it Kim? I think it was Akima, right? Okay, yeah. So Tap, we got the Grizzlies. Um, my fault. Southwest Division, we got the Grizzlies. There we go. Gotta get those bands right. Um, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr. You talked about John Morant missing, or Akima said, John Morant's gonna be missing 25 games earlier. So what are we expecting now from Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr.? Are we gonna expect them to be the leaders of this team now? Because John's been in his whole little situation. So is that what we can expect from Desmond Bane? Or should we just expect them to hoop?
Like, I really think they may already be the leaders of this team. Like,
Like,
look at how they played
just
last
let's be clear. Are you talking about before this past season started, or like now they're already?
now, right now. Yeah,
Okay.
like
So, are you comfortable in both of them being leaders? Because I think Desmond Bane, he might show a little bit more professionalism. He might seem more mature than Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, to be fair, I don't know either of these brothers at all, so I'm just speculating off the observation. But that might be the perception. So again, perception is reality. What's your take on that? Are you comfortable with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bane, or you got trepidation over one?
no, I'm comfortable with both of them, and I feel like they have good vets too. Like Adams and Smart. I don't know if you can get two harder people than that. Just
Yeah,
in your locker room and on your
and they
bench.
got D Rose too. Shout out to D Rose. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So Hakima, with the acquisition and of the vets, whatnot, do you agree with Tep on this point about the Grizzlies, or do you differ?
Yeah, I do. Sorry. So I think that the start of the season is going to be really good for Jaren Jackson and Bain without Morant.
Okay.
Um, Jaren Jackson coming off an All Star year, so it'll be a good chance for him to try to build on that. And because I think like the Grizzlies, I think they kind of at their ceiling already. I mean, Ja's good, but I mean you know, their offense is just kind of built around him, kind of doing the Steve Nash thing, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he's really as good at that. Like he's gonna put some highlights out there for you,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think he's really playing like winning basketball. So I think if they need to add more to their team other than just like depend on Ja to get somebody a shot. Like they need to have offense they run for Bain or run for Jaren Jackson. So I think that this will really help them develop that.
Okay, okay. See, I would say this. I like Desmond Bain. I think he can get a little more of a green light, but I thought he was getting a solid. Like I didn't see the Steve Nash comp as much. Don't get me wrong. Like he's still the point guard. He's still making things happen on the court. But like I think this season in particular, they were starting to let Desmond Bain open up a little bit more, get into his bag. Jaren Jackson Jr. I think I didn't watch all the Memphis games, especially as much as like I did some other teams. But from what I did see, his foul trouble kept him off a little bit, but he didn't do as bad this year too on foul troubles. Wasn't as aggressive as I wanted him to be. Maybe towards the latter part of the season he was, but like I think now it's Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. Like you said. without John Moran, we get to see what you look like, which we have seen before because they had a nice little 25 game stint where they did pretty well. What was it,
And
a couple
more
years
than
ago?
without Ja, he's missing Tyus and he's missing Brooks. Like that's a lot of their guard play last
But
year.
you get Marcus Smart and D Rose. So I mean, you
Yeah,
replace that to like the Dylan Brooks one is interesting because Marcus Smart's like 6'3", Dylan Brooks
I
was
think
like
Smart's an
6'7".
upgrade over Dylan Brooks, just
I
without the
don't know.
nonsense.
I don't know. I mean, 6'7" versus 6'3". I'm talking
Six
about
four, 6'5". Dylan
is
Brooks
he?
wasn't 6'7".
No, I'm talking about Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks was 6'7".
Like 6'5", man.
They had him
That's
listed
not
as
that
six.
big.
They had him listed as 6'7". That's all I'm saying.
I
So
do
that's
feel like they're gonna miss some athleticism on the wing. Like
yeah.
that's
Now I
gonna
think
hurt them.
yeah, but I do think though for one season they can put up with it because they could wait for that brother Miles Bridges to come available. If the Hornets don't want him, he might fit with the Grizzlies. That might be a solid little team for him. But we got to see how that one shakes. So I ain't want to get too far off of the Desmond Bane.
Trying to have the commissioner just ban a team outright.
You said what? No,
Trying to
no,
have the NBA
that's
commissioner
too
just
much.
ban a
No, I
team outright.
think they'd have like Marcus Smart, D Rose, Steven Adams. I think they keep them boys in check. I think they can keep them boys in check. I think they'd be good. Plus, Miles is trying to play for his contract. He ain't gonna do nothing. Hopefully, he's not gonna do nothing stupid for a while. Hopefully, ever again. But you got to see. But fellas, I greatly appreciate y'all. We did cover the entire West, and we did it in an hour and some change. So I appreciate that. But before we go, do y'all have anything you want to say before we close up shop?
Nah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for inviting me to the Get a Bucket podcast again.
I appreciate you coming on, my boy. Tep, you want anything? You got anything you want to say before we close?
Nah, man, just thanks for having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
Nah, I appreciate y'all boys coming on and taking time out of y'all busy day. As you can see, they both got stuff going on in the background. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all boys get back to it. But
All
ladies
right.
and gentlemen, please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host. Get a bucket. Hope you all having a good one. Take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.